child, you had seen all those cartoon characters, you have seen the cartoon movies. I also, as a child, used to see that. And then there was this character, Aladdin. Aladdin apparently found a lamp, okay? And he would rub that lamp and a genie would come up. And the genie says, you ask for a wish and I shall make that come true. Every time Aladdin wanted something, he would call his genie and the genie will ask him, what can I do for you? Kya hukum hai mere aaka? And whatever Aladdin wanted, he would say, this is what I want. And again, genie said, jo hukum mere aaka, so be it. Your wish is granted. And he will make the wish come true. So as a child, I was so amused by it. I used to wonder if I could ever have a genie like that. It's just about 10 years ago that I found a genie. Are you keen to know how? Would you believe me if I tell you that I can help you find your genie? Yes, I can do that. I've done it for so many people and I can do it for you also. In fact, I will only tell you how you should find your genie and you will discover your genie yourself. So, are you ready? Game for it? Super cool. So now let's understand. Before we even go to genie, we should know what we want from genie, correct? So there has to be a goal towards which all our efforts are directed, right? And that goal should be written because otherwise it's just a dream. It will never come true. So you must have a goal which you want to achieve and the goal should also be written. But why do we write goals? Why do we set goals? We write the goals, we set the goals because we want to formulate a plan. When we write our goal, that's a bigger picture, that's the end. Now we begin from the end. This is the destination. Now I am here and that's the destination. So how will I reach? What is my path? How should I plan? Right? So for that, we need a goal so that we can formulate how we will achieve that goal. We have to devise a formula. We have to make a plan for it. All right. And also after making the plan, it doesn't end there. We have to be focused. A lot of times it so happens that we make plan, bade zor so we'll write down, oh, this is what is my goal and this is what I want to achieve in life. One day we work for it, 2 days we work for it, third day we are like, I can't do it. Or maybe third day we have India Pack match and we want to miss that. Right? Can't really miss an India Pack match, can we? But goal and all that chalta hai. But nahi chalta hai. Right? That is why you should write because you are focused. And also when you have written a goal, and you've put that goal in front of you, in your room, maybe you have put that goal written there on a chart paper. We call it a vision board. So if you have that written there, or maybe you have some pictures embossed there, which will remind you of the goal, then that will motivate you. Every time you are distracted, that will ask you, is your goal important or is this match important? You are the better judge. But it always helps you. It helps you motivate every morning. Remember, have you seen that movie Gajini? I mean, he lost his complete memory in that movie. But he had written it everywhere, whatever was his goal. Yes, you know what the goal was. So he had written it everywhere. And wherever he goes, despite being the short-term memory loss case, he remembered his goal. A written goal will not let you forget what is your ultimate motive. What is it that you really want from life? Okay, so you must first set a goal and you must also write down what your goal is. And goals actually could be many, many, many types of goals. It need not be one. So for somebody, It could be a health goal. Let us say somebody is obese, she's about 80 kgs and she wants to reduce and come down to 60 kgs. That's a goal. Wealth can be a goal. Somebody wants to like earn 10 lakhs or 1 CR. That's a goal. Okay. Somebody may have a relationship goal. He wants to improvise the relationship with his family. Somebody may have a spiritual goal. They want to do number of hours of meditation. They want to attain nirvana. Anything can be their goal. So goals can be many. However, what is important is that you set the goals properly. How do you set a goal? You should remember that when you are setting up a goal, you should always set a SMART goal. Okay? What do I mean by a SMART goal? When I say a SMART goal, I mean to say that your goal must be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. What do I mean by that? So let us take one example. Somebody's goal is to be rich. Now, what is being rich? Right now, if I ask you, a certain figure will come to your mind. You will say, okay, this is called being rich. But when you're talking to universe, because if you have to manifest your goals, if you want your genie to work for you, then you have to speak in a language that genie understands. All right. And when you tell genie that, genie, I want to be rich, genie does not understand what is rich. Being rich is very subjective. For instance, to your domestic help who comes home, to the maid in your house, being rich may mean if she has 5 lakh rupees, she's rich. She will feel, wow, main to ameer ho gayi. I'm very rich. 5 lakh rupee may not mean to many of you. It may not mean anything. Or maybe it may mean something. But that is not being rich. So for somebody else, it could be like when he has 50 lakh rupees, then he will consider that he is rich. Again, it's subjective. He feels that way. You may feel that you are rich when you are having about 1 crore, 10 crores, 100 crores, 1,000 crores. And again, is it limited only to Indian rupee? Genie is universal. So Genie can also get you in US dollars if you want. Yeah, isn't it fun? It is. But to make it fun, you must understand this very much in detail and very clearly. When I say specific, you have to be very, very, very specific. If it is your examination goal, what do you want from exam? I want to pass with good marks. What is good marks? Let's say, wait, smart is good, smart. He thinks serious. So, we say that I should weigh 60 kgs. Don't write that I should lose 20 kgs. Because then also there is a possibility. First you may gain 10 kgs, you go to 90 kgs, then you lose 20 kgs. Be very specific, very precise, very crystal clear and simple language. That is how Genie understands. So very simply put that I want to lose 20 kgs. Now that is specific. Okay. What was SMART for? The first was specific. The next was measurable. Can you measure? Can you measure that you are rich? Of course you can measure. If you are aiming to get 1 crore rupees and if you've got it, you can measure it. You can see it in your balance sheet. You can see it in your bank account. जो पैसा है वो दिखता है. You can count your money. Literally count your money. And in digital era, you can see it. When you open your bank account, it will show it to you. Yes, 1 crore in your bank account. It is measurable. Talking about weight loss, is it measurable? Yes. When she will stand on the digital weighing machine, the digital weighing machine will show 60.0. It is measurable. All right. So your goals should be measurable. If it is your examination goal, 99.7, 85%, 80%, 60%, it has to be measurable. When you see it in your progress card, you will be able to see it. You will be able to measure it whether you have got it or not. Okay? Somebody had told me, I want to pass with good marks. I asked him, what is your goal in life? He said, I want to be a good human being. What is a good human being? For somebody, being good human being means you should not tell lies. To somebody else, being good human being means you must donate a lot. To somebody, being a good human being is everything that you have, you should give it away. So it's very subjective. It has to be measurable. What is being a good human? Okay. What is the next thing? Smart, specific, measurable is over. What does A stand for? Achievable. Is it practically achievable? That is something you have to understand. You have to understand this a little more in detail. In this era of digitalization, globalization, entrepreneurs coming up, so many opportunities coming up, so many new innovations coming up, nothing is really impossible. So what appeared to be weird 20 years ago is quite possible today. Anything is possible today, right? So again, it is possible, but the question is, are you equipped to attain it? Achievable. Let me give you an example. Somebody who is a airline pilot, okay? Who is an airline pilot? When people travel by flight, the airline pilot is the one who will take the aircraft from point A to point B. He is an airline pilot. He's flying an aircraft, perfectly fine. What if the pilot sets a goal? I want to fly Air Force aircraft. I want to fight for my nation. Very good thing. Very nice. Patriotism. Okay. But is it achievable? If the goal was to fight for nation, if the goal was that he wants to fly an Air Force aircraft, maybe a MiG or those kind of an aircraft, he should have joined Air Force. Why did he join airline? Okay? So it is not achievable. Your qualification is something. You are studying on one track. You are studying engineering, and my goal is I want to be the best cardiologist of the country. Is it achievable? There is no sync. The direction in which you are going is different from your goal. That is why you should set a goal first and then choose the path and start working towards the path. Make sense? So now, the first was, in the SMART, the first was specific. Next was measurable. Next was achievable. The third thing that comes is realistic. It should be realistic. Okay. Now, when I say realistic, again, as a child, I had seen that movie, Mr. India. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that movie, Mr. India. In that movie, the hero was today's Sonam Kapoor, her father, Anil Kapoor. He was the hero in that movie. And it so happened that he happens to find a very unique wristwatch. In that wristwatch, there is a button. The minute he presses that button, he goes, he just disappears. He's not visible to anybody. He's invisible. Invisible. And I was so influenced by that movie. I was like, Bhagwan, ye ghadi mujhe dila do. Right? Whenever my friend said, what do you want in life? This watch is what I want. Friends, my question to you is it realistic? It was such a hypothetical situation. Khayali pulav tha. वो पुलाव बनाया गया, सर्व किया गया, सबने खाया, ऐश किया, भूल गए. याद नहीं रखने का ये चीजों को. It was not real. It is not like you really have that kind of a wristwatch. At least then it was not there. Today maybe it will come out in the markets in a few years from now, because like I said, nothing is impossible these days. Okay? So you have to be realistic. Okay? The secret desires of having the sword of a He-Man, the powers of a Superman, the technique of a Spider-Man. These are not realistic. It is exactly what, in the childhood we hear all those fairy tales. It's exactly like that. Cinderella suddenly becomes a beautiful looking princess, and the pumpkin converts into a cart. Doesn't happen like that. In reality, it doesn't happen. That's all fairy tales. So when you say smart goal, it has to be realistic. What is even more important is it should be time bound. Remember SMART. T stands for time bound. And what is about time bound? So I had one trainee in one of the programs that I did. And when I asked him, what is your goal? He said, I want to go on a cruise. I want to have a holiday on cruise. I said, wow, on cruise, amazing. I said, when do you want to do it? So he says, kabhi bhi, zindagi mein ek baar. I said, yeah, zindagi mein ek baar. But when? Kab? Kabhi bhi. Before I die. Before I die. Zindagi mein ek baar. Once in my life, I want to have my vacation on cruise. Acha goal hai. But will it work out? At least Genie will not help you here. Genie will not help if it is not time bound. You know why? Because when you say time bound, and he says, kabhi bhi, life mein kabhi bhi. Imagine at the age of 95, he goes on a vacation in cruise. Pura, Singapore, Malaysia, Bangkok, Pattaya, sab kuch in cruise. Wow. At the age of 95, kya ukhad loge? What's the fun? हाथ हिल रहे हैं, पैर डुल रहे हैं, खुद से संभलना नहीं हो रहा है. Things that he keeps somewhere he will forget. Is that how you would want to enjoy the best vacation of your life? Not really. At least I wouldn't. So it has to be time bound. Like there is a friend of mine. He said his goal is he loves to travel. So he says 40 by 40. So by the year 2040, he would want to visit 40 countries. So he has given a definite year to his goal. Okay? I would say don't even give just year. Give a particular date. 31st December 2040. And remember to add the year also. I mean 2040 or 2021, 2025, 2025. Give a particular date, month, year, everything. That is called being precise. And that is what makes a smart goal. When you are so clear, your goal is smart, it is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So when your goal is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, that's when it becomes a smart goal. And when it is a smart goal, what are the next things that you should do? The first thing, setting up a smart goal. You have to understand this very clearly. You may have to again watch this episode to understand what exactly I mean, because not everybody understands everything at the first time. Okay? So, once you have set that SMART goal, it is specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, then can anything under the sky stop you from achieving your goal? No. Except you yourself. You know why? Why goals fail? Because people set SMART goals. After that, they don't make a proper plan. You have a destination. You want to start from home, you have a destination. It is either your college or it is your office, some place you want to go, or a theater. All right, you have a destination. Now you have to plan. What is the route that you will take? Correct? So you have to have a plan. If your goal is that in your exam you should get 99.7% because you want to get into IIMA, then you have to make a plan. How will you work for it? How many hours in a day will you study? Would you take some coaching classes? Which are the subjects in which you are weak? Okay, where will you get your assistance from? Coaching classes, peer-to-peer learning, online learning? What exactly will you do? You have to make a plan. And after planning, after you have jotted down the whole plan, you have to start working on that plan. Right? I used to do that when I used to study. If my exam is on this day, let us say by March 15th is my exam. So by February 15th, I should have completed my revision. First round of revision should be done with. And if that is how I want it, then my thorough preparation starts soon after my birthday. Right? In November, I would start my preparation. Each day, I will decide these many hours for this subject. And in this subject, I will finish these chapters. That is how I would plan. So my 1 year goal, I would break it into quarterly goal, then quarterly goal into monthly, weekly, and then daily goal. Every day, I will finish this much of portion. Even today, when I read books, it is decided every day, 30 minutes, I will read book. It's decided. Nothing can change it. So if you plan your goal, you have to work on it. And more importantly, you have to stick to it. Problem comes when you plan everything, you work also, but you don't stick. This girl who was 80 kgs, she planned, she started dieting, she started working out every day. She would go to gym, right? She would also do yoga. Sab kiya. When she started losing weight, right, from 80, she came down to like almost 66 kgs. Neighbor decided to get married. So, neighbor decided to get married. तो क्या हो गया मैम? Neighbor शादी नहीं करना? करना. But like an अच्छे पड़ोसी, he invited this girl. And like a good padosi, she also went and attended the wedding. Now what happened was, there was a wide spread of food. And because she was on diet, she was so tempted. She hogged on everything. And then she says, ma'am, but एक ही दिन miss किया ना. मैं तो रोज कर रही हूँ ना सब कुछ. But that one day makes the difference. Because in that one day, she changed her attitude. Her attitude towards her goal. Any of the cricketer you ask, Do they change their discipline? No. No. You ask Sachin Tendulkar, you ask Dhoni, you ask Virat Kohli. There are certain exercises they do every day. There are certain practices that they do every single day, no matter what. They will do it. Hrithik Roshan, you know that he stammers? Haklata hai. Even today, Hrithik says every day he stands in front of the mirror and 30 minutes he practices. Every day, no matter what. Shooting रात के 2 बजे खत्म हुई है या 2 बजे से start हो रही है, doesn't matter. Whether he's got 2 hours of sleep or 6 hours of sleep, doesn't matter. 30 minutes in front of the mirror, he will stand and he will practice. Because what will happen if he starts stammering? Will people sign him? Will the audience pay and buy the tickets for his movies? It's the end to his career. That's why stick to it. And if you've done these 4 things, you set your goal, you make your plan, you work on it, and more importantly, you stick to it, you reach your goal. Nothing can stop you from reaching your goal. Your genie will be more than happy to help you reach the goal. Okay? Having said that, it's also very important the minute you set your goal, it's very important that first thing is when you set a goal, believe in your goal. It's all about belief. If you don't believe, why would others believe? Okay? When I wanted to be a trainer, I really wanted to be a trainer. I was very comfortable in the job that I was. Extremely comfortable. But I put down that papers and I decided I want to be a trainer. So when I approached my senior that I'm resigning, my senior was like, are you crazy? You want to leave such a nice job? There is so much of scope for you. You can go places. But heart in heart, I knew I will go places. In fact, I am going places. The first step to that is quitting this job, getting onto something that's my passion, getting onto something that I really want to do. That's my first step. So first thing is I should believe in my goal. If I don't believe in my goal, how will others believe? They will not. But it's very important that others believe in your goal too. Right? And these others are who? These are the people who love you. They could be your best friends. Family is the best critic and friends are the best support. Believe me. You tell your family you want to do something, they look up and down. Acha, ye karoge? You tell your friends, हाँ यार, मस्त है, सही है, करते हैं, चल. That's the difference. Having said that, if you have a loving, caring, and supporting family, share it with them. More importantly, share it with your well-wishers. In a nutshell, I would say, share it with your well-wishers. They could be your friends, they could be your family, whoever. Your mentor, your teacher, anybody. Okay? Share it with them because periodically they will remind you that's your goal. One reason why this girl ended up eating so much of food in that wedding is because her well-wishers were not with her that time. If only her well-wishers with who she had shared her goal were there, you think they would let her get tempted and eat? You must share it with your well-wishers because they will mark your progress. They will remind you, Arey, you are a little behind your time. Buck up. So you'll also pull your socks and buck up. Okay? Now, this is only about setting up of your SMART goal. But today's program is about goal manifestation. What is manifestation? So I've been telling you about genie, bringing you things that you really want. Let me help you understand where is that genie. Your genie is within you. I am only helping you find your genie. Okay? So, have you seen this movie Titanic? When I saw the movie Titanic, I was so impressed. It's such a giant ship. Such a giant ship. And the ship has an accident with what? A small little iceberg. Iceberg was only this much above the sea level. Utna sa iceberg se such a giant ship hit it and it broke itself and it drowned. Practically killed everybody. How is that possible? Only when I saw the movie I understood iceberg appears to be just about 10% above the sea level. 90% of the iceberg is under the sea level. It's below the sea level. 90% is below the sea level. Above sea level is just about 10%. Your mind is also like an iceberg. Believe me. There is conscious mind. There is subconscious mind. Conscious mind uses only 7% of the powers of your mind. And 93% of the powers of your mind is used by subconscious mind. So what's more powerful? Conscious mind or subconscious mind? Of course, subconscious mind. So if you want something, should you ask your conscious mind or should you ask your subconscious mind? Subconscious mind is 93% powerful. You should ask your subconscious mind. It's simple, common sense, ma'am. Of course it is common sense. You should ask your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind will make sure you get what you want. That's your genie, your subconscious mind. It will make sure you get what you want. Now the whole question is, where do I find my genie? Where is that subconscious mind? So, conscious mind is operational. It is working when you are awake. Right now, I am awake and the mind that I am using to talk to you is my conscious mind. You are awake. The mind that you are using to listen to me is your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind works when you are actually sleeping. When you are sleeping, that's when your subconscious mind starts working. All right? Now the challenge is, when your conscious mind is up and working, your subconscious mind is sleeping. When your subconscious mind is up and awake, your conscious mind is sleeping. Again, I'll repeat this for you. When your conscious mind is awake and working, your subconscious mind is sleeping. It's in dormant mode. When your subconscious mind is awake, your conscious mind is sleeping and is resting. You cannot talk. So these two will never talk. Now the question is, you set up a goal when you are awake, when your conscious mind is working. How will you communicate that goal to your subconscious mind, which is sleeping? Right now, if you're making a goal, you are making a goal using a conscious mind. But right now, if you want to communicate it to your subconscious mind, you may not be able to, because your subconscious mind is sleeping. So when will you communicate? Because when the time subconscious mind is awake, your conscious mind is sleeping. You are in deep sleep. Now that is the only challenge. There are only two challenges. One, how do you communicate? Two, what is the language in which you should communicate? Does your subconscious mind understand the same language that you do, or does it have a different language? We will understand that now. Okay? So now for that, I have a 3-step process. What do I have? A 3-step process. And the 3-step process, I call it verbalization, visualization, actualization. When you verbalize, you follow the technique of affirmation. When you visualize, you follow the technique of imagination. And by the time you actualize, you have actually achieved what you want. Simple. Verbalization, visualization is actualization. So for the process of verbalization, you will give affirmations. Affirmations. What are affirmations? Affirmations are thoughts. Affirmations are thoughts. You should be very careful of your thoughts. Things that hit your thought process, become reality. We very strongly believe that you should watch your thoughts because that becomes your words. And you should mind your words because that becomes reality. It actually happens like that. It's a proven fact. That is why you remember our elders always say, shubh shubh bolo, acha socho, be positive, think positive. There are people who they believe that one of their child is useless. Anything that child wants to do, tu karega, ye zindagi mein kuch nahi karne wala. Okay? He wants to study, he says, Papa, मैं डॉक्टर बनूंगा. तू डॉक्टर बनता, तेरा कुछ नहीं हो सकता, तू पास हो जा उतना ही बेटर है. He says, Papa, मैं डांस कॉम्पिटिशन में पार्ट लूंगा. तू डांस करेगा, तू सीधा चलना सीख लिया वही बहुत है, तेरा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. He says, Papa, I go abroad. तू इंडिया में ही कुछ कर ले बाप. Even better. मेरा दुकान संभाल ले. That is more than enough. तुझसे कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Now, every time the father is saying like that, what is the child hearing? तेरा कुछ नहीं होने वाला. You're useless. You're fit for nothing. You're so lame. You're a dumbo. You're brainless. बेवकूफ है ये. Have you heard this? Several times. एक बार नहीं ma'am, several times we have heard people say that to others. The more those words are used, the more a child starts believing, मैं तो बेवकूफ हूँ, मैं तो useless हूँ, मेरा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, I am not good, nothing I can achieve in my life. Somebody who's so potential will stop believing in him and will actually start believing the other person's thoughts. Because he has heard him, now that becomes his thought process. Now because he thinks he is useless, he will prove that he is useless. Okay? Because thoughts become words and words become reality. He starts believing that he is fit for nothing. So he will never be able to do anything in his life. Friends, when you are setting up goal, you have to be very sure you don't share your goals with these kind of people, negative people. They are negative, they make you also very negative. Don't ever. And the more they say, tera kuch nahi hone wala, the more you tell yourself, yes, I can do. Yes, I will do. Yes, I can do. Yes, I will do. Every time somebody says, you can't do, you tell, I will do it and I should. People told me. I mean, I don't have to cite you big examples. People told me when I was quitting my job, they were like, kya trainer banegi? 2 mahine mein wapas aayegi. The more they said that, the more I was determined. I will prove it to you that I will turn out to be a good trainer. Today, they all love me. They respect me. They are very happy for me. And they say, yes, Sruti, whatever you wanted, you achieved. Yes, God's been very kind to me. But thought process was more important, because God also grants the wish that you believe that you can achieve. Okay? And universe will grant you if you believe in it. We are not working with just the conscious mind. We are working with subconscious mind, which communicates with the universe, with the higher self. And when you're communicating with the higher self, there's nothing that you can't achieve. Everything is possible. Okay? So, when you set up a goal, you must also have, of course, you planned a SMART goal. Now it is time. You keep telling yourself, affirm it. The more you affirm, the more your subconscious mind is listening to you and is helping you to achieve it. What is affirmation? Affirmation are positive thoughts. Positive thoughts are called affirmations. And those are the positive thoughts that are aligned with your goals. So, how do you set up a affirmation? Let me help you understand that a little better. Okay? Before you even get to affirmations, let me show you that how negative sentences should be avoided, because it's all about positive thoughts and positive sentences. So, we say, watch your thoughts. Your negative sentence could be, I hope I don't get late. You know, if you're running late, you would say, I hope I don't get late. Instead, say, I wish I reach on time. I hope there are no complications in my medical report. Instead, say a positive sentence and say, I wish my medical report comes normal. I hope I don't lose this match. Instead, say, I want to win this match. Okay? Because universe and your genie both don't understand the word don't. So every time you say, I don't want to be late, the universe understands this, I want to be late. Because universe does not understand don't. It will skip that and will read, I want to be late. Oh, that is how you want. Your genie says, oh, so you want to be late. So be it. Jo hukum mere aaka, so be it. And then what happens? Suddenly, the entire city decides to go on the same road that you wanted to go on. Every day, that road is relatively free. Today, everybody is on that road. For no reason, every time, every junction, you end up at the signal, waiting for the red light to go green so that you can move forward. For no reason, there are some accidents somewhere and there is entire traffic congestion. Why is all that happening? Because your command was, I want to be late. Wrong command. Even though you said, I don't want to be late, universe will understand, I want to be late. So your subconscious mind, your genie understands that way and they say, Jo hukum mere aapka. So be it. If you want to be late, I'll ensure you are late. Okay? Instead, the command should be positive sentence. I am reaching on time. Remember, affirmations must be in present continuous tense, as if it's happening right now. So your affirmation should be, I am reaching on time. Okay? Then, affirmations also, remember I told you your SMART goal must have time. So you can also put it. I am reaching office by 10 a.m. to be more precise. Okay? But then More importantly, it should not be a negative word. It should not be a negative sentence. It should always be positive. I hope I don't lose the match. What will happen? Universe and your genie will not understand. Don't. So, genie will read it as, I hope I lose the match. What will the genie say? Jo hukum mere aaka, and you will lose the match. So what's a better way of saying? I am winning this match. I am winning this match. It's happening right now. I am winning this match. There are no two ways about it. Okay? Also, you must understand your intention has to be pure. Your intention should not be bad. How does that make a difference? Universe will remember, if it is positive thoughts, positive words, and if your emotions are negative, you think universe will be with you? It has to be positive. So you want to get 99% is a positive thought. But if your thought is, I should get more than Vijay. So Vijay Kona, I must beat this exam, I should get more marks than him. That's a negative thought. Universe will not sync with that. You decide what is good for you. You cannot be deciding for others. If you say you get 99.99%, there is a possibility that Vijay may get 99.2. I don't deny that. Having said that, you can only set a goal for yourself, not for others. Your intention should not be bad. Okay? It should always be pure. It should always be growth. It should always be honest. It should always be humble. Get that? So that is what is affirmation. So when I told you goal manifestation is a 3-step process, the first was verbalization. Second is visualization. The third is actualization. We are understanding the first process of verbalization in detail today. So this is how you set an affirmation. Now, does it end up only by setting an affirmation? No. Right? The affirmation should also be written every day. You know why you should write? People who are very tech savvy, word of caution. If you're typing it in your mobile, it will not fine tune your brain. Neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, trainers like me will tell you, when you write physically with your hand, your mind and your writing is synchronizing. It's very important that you write because you're sending this command to your subconscious mind. You have to write your affirmation 21 times. When should you write is more important. Remember, I told you, when your conscious mind is up, your subconscious mind is sleeping. When your subconscious mind is up, your conscious mind is sleeping. So when do these two meet? There are 2 times, actually there are 3 times, 3 possibilities. The first is when people like me, clinical hypnotherapists like me, take you to an alpha state of mind. There you will be free to program your mind. You can reset your mind. You can set your goals there. But for now, when you are in level 1 program, what you can do is 2 times in a day, you can communicate with your subconscious mind. The process may be slower than the programming that we do, but the process is good and is genuine. So there are 2 times in a day that you can communicate with your subconscious mind. And what are those 2 times? Just before going to sleep. Just before going to sleep, your mind, when it's half asleep, that's when you are communicating with your subconscious mind. The second time is soon after you wake up, your mind is half communicating with your subconscious mind. That's half communication. Those are 2 chances that you can take. Okay? Now, what you need to do is first set a SMART goal, and then you make a affirmation. That affirmation you have to write every night before going to bed 21 times. Buy a new book, buy a red pen, make it beautiful, write with all the love, all the affection, all the emotion and positive vibrations, with the positive thought that you will achieve whatever you want. With that mindset, write your affirmations 21 times every night. So one page, give it number 1, write down affirmation. 2, write down the affirmation. Like that, 1 to 21 times you write down. And this process you should do at least for 21 days. Why 21 days? Because they say something that you do for 21 days becomes a habit. So we want you to get into the habit. Don't break this habit. If you break it on the 14th day, you are not able to write it. Consider it zeroed. Go back and consider that next day, 15th day becomes day 1. And from that day, start counting 21 days. By the time you reach 21 days, your body, your mind, everything is in sync, right? And you will be able to carry this process very easily in the future. So that is the first thing that you will do. Write your SMART goal every night 21 times in a book. And then immediately you should go off to sleep. So write it in a book, fold the book, keep it at this bed table. Next morning, as soon as you wake up, first thing you do is open the book, read it. 21 times it is written there. 21 times you read it. That's the first thing that you should read. And again, when you're reading, believe that it's happening to you. Believe. It's all about your belief system. Somebody believes that you're fit for nothing. But you believe that you can achieve what you want. Okay? Write down and read it. Read it and believe it truly. Now, that is the practice you will continue to do till you achieve that goal. 21 days, I say, because it becomes a habit. What and how do you write that affirmation? I'm telling you, affirmation should always be in present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. I am reaching on time. Okay, I am. This is happening to me. So, what was SMART goal? SMART goal was specific. You have to be very, very specific. Okay? What is your goal? Your goal is achieving 90%. Let us say. That's specific. Measurable. Can you measure it? Yes, in your progress card, you'll be able to see it. Is it achievable? Question. There is a possibility, there is not a possibility. Right? Let us for now believe it is achievable. Because we are setting up this goal and we are going to work hard on this. Okay? But your genie is going to make sure that your hard work is rewarded. Doesn't mean that you just think and it will happen. Okay, I told Genie will do it. Genie will make things possible, but who has to do it? You have to do it. Genie will give you the opportunities, but who has to work on that opportunities? You have to do it. You're looking for a job, Genie will help you find the right job, but who has to crack the interview? You have to crack the interview. You have to physically go, get up, attend the interview. You can't say, "अरे मैंने Genie को बोल दिया, मुझे नौकरी मिल जाएगी." अरे मिल गई. अरे you are sitting on the bed, you are lying on the bed rather. कैसे मिलेगी नौकरी? नहीं, बोल दिया ना, हो जाता. It is a realistic thing. It is not fairy tale. Come out of that Aladdin ka genie. Your genie is different than Aladdin's genie. Okay? So, when your goal is 90%, is it achievable? Yes, it is achievable because now onwards I'm going to work very hard and I will make it achievable. Good. Is it realistic, practically possible? Yes. Yes, I can do it. Time bound. Okay. When are the results coming out? So that date you have to write down, right? And your affirmation will be, I am seeing that I have achieved 90% in my degree final year on this date. On which date? Whenever the results are out. Let us say 4th of April 2021. On. I am seeing that I have achieved 90% in my degree exam, degree final year exam on 4th April 2021. Now that has a date, it is time bound. The affirmation is in present continuous tense. It is all positive. There is nothing negative. So this is a ideal affirmation in present continuous tense with a date, with a very specific target, and the belief system. It's your belief that it is happening. Okay, when you believe it, it will make it happen. Okay, so this is what you will write for 21 days without a break, and thereafter continue to write till you achieve it. You will see magical results happening because your subconscious mind will also start believing. When you are believing, every night you are believing that I am seeing that I have achieved 90%. Okay, you are believing in that. Your subconscious mind, when you sleep, that's your last thought, right? So when your subconscious mind wakes up, the first thing it sees is your belief that you are seeing it. And then it will also believe and it will make it happen. That's the power of your subconscious mind. That's called goal manifestation. Okay? When you align yourself with the universe, because subconscious mind directly communicates with universe and it will make sure it will come to you. Okay, so how should your affirmations be? It should always be in present continuous tense, correct? Yeah. And it should always be positive. You must always write it down in the night just before you're going off to sleep. And the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up is read it. And besides doing all this, you believe it. Okay? So for you, I would like you to take up an assignment for yourself. First, set a SMART goal. Second, write down your SMART goal. 3, put it on a poster or maybe a vision board. Make a vision board. In our next program, we actually teach people how to make a vision board practically. And also, write your affirmations in the book. Take a book, brand new book, new pen, preferably red, and start writing down. Okay, 21 days without a break, and then continue to write till you achieve it. That's the last thing that you write. Next morning, wake up, read it, and believe in it. When you believe, your subconscious mind believes. When subconscious mind believes, it will let universe manifest it for you. Okay? So out of the formula of verbalization, visualization, and actualization, we have covered verbalization today. Visualization is a technique wherein we take you to alpha state of mind, and then there you will start visualizing whatever you have planned for your future. You will visualize the same thing, and that's visualization. Actualization is a little beyond visualization, wherein there are 2-3 more techniques that we tell you, which will help you communicate better with universe. And universe, you suddenly become your universe's favorite child. Universe has all its attention on you. Okay, so that will speed up the process. So with this, we have covered almost everything about verbalization, and towards the end of the program, I would like you to know that I also have a very interesting offer for you, because a lot of students who have attended level 1 of goal manifestation has come back to us and has said that, ma'am, we want to take level 2, right? So level 2 goal manifestation program is there on our academy. Eldon is the name of my company, and we have an academy especially for our students. Students like you who have the zeal to learn, but big fat budgets they don't have. So one student had once told me, ma'am, is it only that the rich can get richer? Somebody from a moderate family, don't they have right to this kind of knowledge? If the courses are like 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees, how will we ever learn and become rich? How will we capitalize on the power of your subconscious mind? How will we tell our genie that, my goal is 1 crore? Help us manifest our goals. And I was so touched. I said, better for you and your generation, I will make an academy where it will be an online program, and I will try to make it as affordable as possible. The courses, trust me, the courses that I sell for 2,000, I would like to sell it for just 200 for you people. Because I want you to achieve whatever you want. Each one of you have that caliber. It's not that, hum to fit for nothing. No, it's not fit for nothing. God has made everybody great. Each one of us have great potential. Okay, so what you see here on the screen is the link http://eldin.co.in/e-academy academy.html. That's the link. That link is going to be active by this weekend. So most likely next week you will be able to access it. So it should go live by 26th July. Okay, by 26th July, it should go live. And should you have any support needed, you can reach out to me at support@eldin.co.in, and my website is www.eldin.co.in. So I hope you have made a note of it. In case you want to go for level 2, please do look out for it. I've shared the link. 26th July, we are going live, and it's not just that program. We are starting with 1, but we have huge programs coming up, especially in the space of communication. One student came back to me and told me, ma'am, it's always the rich who go to convent and international school. So it's always they who speak fluent. People like us go to government schools, and we still struggle between coupon and coupon. We never know what is the right pronunciation. We never know how to make a right sentence. We don't know tenses. We don't know basics. And then people make mockery of us. People make fun of us. We don't get the jobs that we deserve. I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. Somebody who was not very great at English, but was very, very good in programming, didn't get a chance to go to US and meet the clients offshore. On-site was not granted to him. He remained here. And somebody who spoke beautiful English, although he didn't know programming as well as this guy did. That guy got a chance to go abroad. He got a new process. He brought the process to India, and he also ended up with promotion. So it's really sad that somebody who does better programming, I've seen that, he did better programming, is actually reporting to somebody who does less better programming, for a simple reason that this guy speaks better English, correct English. And the one who's actually very good is speaking a little bad English. Is not up to the mark. However, communication is a very, very wide subject. So we are going to work on it. Periodically, we are going to upload our programs. What you can do is follow us on our Facebook. Okay, you can actually follow me on my Facebook rather. So if you're active on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Sruti-Mashru. SRUTI-MASHRU with caps lock on. It is all in capital. SRUTI-MASHRU. That's my Facebook page. You can like, you can follow, so that every time we have a new program uploaded on the Academy, we shall update it there. You have the link to the Academy. You can always access it. And whatever is the price, you can pay that and get that module for a certain period of time, so that in that duration, you learn and then you try to apply it. And thus, you have a better life and you make this world a better place to live. So with that, we come to the end of Goal Manifestation Level 1 program. And I once again thank each one of you for your participation, for your involvement, for your zeal to learn this and move further in your life. I also take this opportunity to thank Shri Gampa Nageswar ji for creating again this kind of a platform where we have so many students who are making their life much more beautiful than what was awarded to them. Much more success they are seeing in life because all these programs are coming to them and they are growing by leaps and bounds. So kudos to you, Mr. Gampa Nageshwara, for this kind of a program, this kind of a platform like Impact Foundation. May God bless you and may you contribute more to the society. Trainers like me are always there with you to support you. Thank you so much. Goodbye and God bless.